Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is my final part on frosted glass and I'm going to cover decanters and carafes. Now you might think, this is Love Decanters, he's going to have hundreds, and the answer is no. They're not very common. All of this frosted glass is not very common. It's only that I've been collecting for 30 years that I've got what I've got. So yeah, you can go out and just buy it if you've got, but yeah, going out and finding it is quite hard. So with that said, let's get on and have a look at the glass that I do have. So this lovely decanter here, it's very 1850s looking one to me. This was a present from Matt. Thank you, Matt. It's as I said, I only have another decanter to show you in this series, so yeah, and they're very different styles. So this is kind of like hanging over from Regency period in a way, the bottle-shaped one with a single ring. It's built not to have a stopper. This is something that was going to stylistically die out when frosted glass died out. So yeah, it's better quality than it looks because it's probably blown into mold to create these grooves, but then they've all been polished out and then they've cut an extra groove into the edge of it there. It's got a polished pontil. It's just one big one. You see there? And then you've got this. Now this was made to have this type of stopper. It's never been polished out in the top, and it's just got a single faceted neck ring, and it's to make it look like the really old wine bottles where the cork stoppers would be held on with a string that would go around that ring there. So that's what it's just emulating something from history. So this is a shaft and globe decanter. I think this one's by Richardson's. I've seen other people describe these as by Richardson's. It's a bit like some of the other things I've seen where everybody says it's Richardson's, so I'm kind of going with that. And I don't have any glasses. There's glasses that are almost like it, but not quite. So yeah, I don't know. So it's got a star cut base. So yeah, this is a style that was going to go on, you know, right up into the Edwardian, even post-war, this shaft and globe. So this is whereas the other one was a shape that was going out and style that was going out, this is a shape that's coming in. And can you see the nice frosted leaves all around it? And they're all cut in. So all the edges of all these leaves are cut in. I imagine it's because where the acid etching edges are, it's a little bit indistinct. So putting a little cut in it makes it fancy, but also creates a sharp edge. And to make it extra nice, the stopper matches the body, just like a. How can I do this? Oh, there you go. Look at that. Almost the same. You can see what's going on there. So yeah, that's really nice. So let's have a look at some carafes now. So unfortunately this carafe needs repolishing because it's a bit bloomed, a bit cloudy inside. But do you recognise that pattern? So this is the pattern that I said everybody says is Richardson's. It's a really nice, unusual shape because it's not ball. It's not a cylinder. It kind of tapers in and goes with that. This just needs cleaning properly to make it look more like this. And yeah, I think it's got some. I paid almost nothing for it because it was really manky looking when I bought it. It was really dirty. What's the other interesting thing is that there's no polished pontil. They've obviously polished the pontil out and then they've frosted it and then they've done the cutting. So yeah, interesting. So this has gone to the cutting room, they've polished the pontle, gone to the acid people, they've done the acid, then it's gone back to the polishing people to finish it. Interesting. Just says a little bit more care to it than usual. And then it goes with this. And yeah, I've got 3 more of those, so that's okay. Yeah, I quite like the shape of it, and I'm looking at it again now here and thinking, I think this is going to Basil Loveridge's for a polish. It's too nice just to leave it like this. So here's the last, well, it's not actually the last craft I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you another one. And it's in the bulrushes pattern as shown to you in the Whitefriars book. People also attribute this pattern to Richardson's. It's got a star cut base and ball brushes, and you can see it's exactly the same. The way it's done is exactly the same as the other glasses. I think it's a bit fatter, so I think it's a bit like the small glass I have. So yeah, so that's quite interesting, yeah, you might think. So how's this then? Can I get there? Oh, there it is. So, oh, it's too tall. Let's widen this out. There we go. I have this one. So this one is made to have a tumbler that goes over the top. And this one is not, unless it's a really long tumbler, or it can just rattle around on the top of here. But yeah, this is a different kettle of fish altogether. So this is the bulrushes pattern as well. No star cut base, it's just got a polished pontle. If you remember this one we were looking at, polished it out, then acid dished it, and then they went and cut the rest. This one, they just acid did it, dipped it, and then they polished it afterwards. So there's the pontle, and yeah, it's quite a smart thing. So this is off my bulrushes stuff. This is my latest acquisition. I've had this about, I think about 18 months or so, and I got Basil Loveridge's to polish it up because it looked a bit disastrous. Anyway, let me show you something. So just so happens then, of course, I have the goblet, and then I have the small one, and I have like 3 of these, and I have a few of those, and I have a few of those. And this is what happens when you're collecting for 30 years. You get your eye in for something and you go, ah, there it is. And when you get the first few for just a couple of quid each, you're kind of willing to spend a little bit more to build it up a bit more. So in fact, this one and the latest one, I think I might have spent 20 quid on this one. But I then had to get it polished, so it's really cost me about 35 quid to make it look like this, all nice and shiny and white and not completely bloomed out. But it's a very elegant. This would have sat on the table of someone much more stylish than this. Just the look of it. So there we go. I think that's the end of. Oh, there's something else I'm going to show you. Just it's nothing to do with carafes and decanters. Just to show you, and maybe you can help me, seeing as I've got more viewers since the last time I looked at this. So I'll show you something else. So here we are with the last piece of frosted glass I'm going to show you, and yeah, it's nothing like the other bits. So this is a 20th century piece. I would love to know who made it. Can you see it's got geese flying around it? Look at that. Kind of got this random feature around the top. That's another one that looks random, but it isn't quite so random. And it's got this leaf pattern underneath and a polished pontle that's been acid etched, and it's polished, well, it's clean on the inside. That was never acid etched, but yeah, I bought this because, yeah, it's just, I could see this is a very good thing. Took quite a bit of making, and I don't know how it originally was, if it was a centrifuge cast or if someone's actually acid etched these geese out of this, or how it's done. Because these are quite deep. All of this, I don't know if this is all cut away or what. But and it's got this little frieze here that's like little mountains. So it's kind of like the trees in the front, then you've got mountains and the geese flying over the top, and God knows what this is supposed to be up here, clouds maybe. But yeah, really interesting thing. No name on it. Looks kind of Scandi to me, but yeah. Yeah, so if anybody knows what this is, please let me know. I'd love to know. So there we are. I've reached the end of my frosted glass odyssey, and I hope you enjoyed it, delving into my collection. Yes, there's too much glass. There's never too much, but anyway, it's just like most, apart from that last bit, it's all from a slot in time for about 20 years or so, and then it was all over. It's not fashionable anymore, or maybe people were dying of the acid or something. But yeah, because never mess with this acid. You know, you can acid dip like that to get rid of the thing up. Don't mess with that. The guy that invented the acid polishing for cut glass died of it. Yeah, so don't think you can buy yourself some hydrofluoric acid and do a bit of polishing. Yeah, it's not a good plan. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little frosted glass series, and yeah, I'll be making more videos, and yeah, and remember to like and subscribe. I keep almost forgetting that, and good night.